Today we are going to see about association rules in data mining. Association rules are a data mining technique which is used to discover the correlations or among the items in large data sets. These association rule mining is widely used in market basket analysis, where the main goal is to find which items are frequently bought together. So if customers often buy bread and butter together, the store might place them close or offer some discounts. So example rule is bread tends to butter. This means if bread is purchased, butter is likely purchased as well. First, we will see the key terms which are used in the association rule mining. First one is an item set. So item set is a collection of one or more items. Example, milk, bread. So this is one example for item set. And the second term is support, the proportion of transactions in which the item set appears. That is out of all the transactions. So in how many transactions the item is present. So this tells you the support. And next is confidence, which tells you the probability that a transaction containing X also contains Y. So that is support of X union Y divided by support of X. And the next term is lift, which measures how much more likely Y is purchased when X is purchased. So comparing to Y being purchased randomly, which means how much, that is we are measuring how much more likely Y is purchased when X is purchased and not when Y is purchased the X is purchased. Okay, so in order to find out the differences in purchasing, okay, so we are measuring this term, actually lift term, so which is equals to confidence of X tends to Y divided by support of Y. Here are some of the examples for these terms. Support tells you how common an item set is in the data set. So it answers out of all the transactions how many contains these items together. Suppose we have 10 transactions and 4 of them include both the items milk and bread. Support of milk and bread equals to 4 divided by 10, that is out of 10 transactions, 4 number of transactions includes both the item milk and bread. So 4 by 10 equal to 0.4, that is we can tell that 40% of all the transactions include both milk and bread together. If this support value is very low, the association rule will not be taken even when the confidence value is high. Okay. The next one is confidence. So it gives you how often the rule has been found to be true. That is, if customer buys X, how often do they also buy Y? Example, support of milk, bread is 0.4 and support of milk is 0.5. So which means confidence of milk tends to bread equal to 0.4 divided by 0.5 equal to 0.8, which means 80% of the time when milk is bought, the bread is also bought. So here the high confidence means it is a strong association, strong correlation only, but it can be misleading if the item Y is very common than item X is common. So Hence the next term has come, which is called lift. So lift checks whether the occurrence of y with x is more frequent than occurrence of x with y. So how much more likely is y to be bought when x is bought compared to buying y? For example, confidence of milk tends to bread equal to 0.8 and support of bread equal to 0.6, then the lift value becomes zero point 0.8 divided by 0.6, which is 1.33. That is, we can say 33 percentage of transactions um, has X and Y occur together more often than expected. That is 33 percentage positive correlation between milk and bread is there. So hence for the rule milk tends to bread, so we have found that the support value is 40 percentage, confidence is 80 percentage, and lift is 1.33 percentage. So the next is the process of association rule mining. So what are the phases in association rule mining process actually? So first one is data collection. So in this phase we are gathering the raw data, raw transactional data from the customers. And in the next phase, pre-processing phase, we are converting those transactional data into some format, so which uh, where that format is used to generate the item sets. Okay, and the third phase is generating the frequent item sets. That is, frequent item sets are the set of items which contains the items which are bought together frequently. Okay, so for finding those frequent item sets, um, we are calculating the support value, and we have to check whether the minimum support threshold is satisfied for every frequent item set changes. And in the fourth phase, rule generation. So after generating the frequent item sets, so we are finally generating the association rules from those item sets, where we are calculating the minimum confidence. Okay, the confidence value. That confidence value will satisfy. That is uh, which should be greater than or equal to the minimum confidence threshold value. Okay, uh, the frequent item sets which satisfies the minimum confidence threshold value only will be taken as the uh, required rules. And finally, in evaluation phase, using the lift, confidence, and support values to select the meaningful patterns or meaningful association rules from all the generated rules. Next is the algorithms which is used to uh, find the association rule mining, or F priori algorithm and FP growth algorithm. These are the two most popular algorithms which is used to perform the association rule mining. So these from these algorithms, this A priori algorithm uses the downward closure property, so which is um, the subsets of the frequent item set must also be frequent as well. That is, we are generating the frequent item sets And from the generated frequent item sets, so we are again generating the subsets of frequent item sets again. So here the generator subsets of the frequent item set must also be frequent. Okay, so this a priori algorithm tells you that all the non-empty subsets of a frequent item set must also be frequent. The next algorithm is FP growth algorithm, which is not using any frequent item set generation, but it uses a compressed data structure called FP tree to find the patterns. And it uses the FP tree to store the transaction data in a compressed form, and there we are mining the frequent patterns directly from the FP tree. So out of these two algorithms, the FP growth, frequent pattern growth algorithm, is considered to be an efficient association rule mining technique which overcomes the limitations of the a priori algorithm. So what are the limitations we are facing in a priori algorithm? Means we are generating the candidate item sets again and again. So this thing we have overcome in this FP growth algorithm. And finally, the applications of association rule mining. So where and in which field the association rule mining technique can be used. So first one is market basket analysis, where the product placement and promotion of products and cross-selling of products can be done. And next one is recommendation systems, where it is used to suggest the related items based on the customer's buying history of products. And next is fraud detection. So it is used to detect the unusual co-occurring events. And in healthcare, it is used to discover the patterns in symptoms and diagnosis of patients. And in web usage mining, it's used to identify the common navigation paths. So in this video, you have learned about what is association rule mining and how the association rules are generated by using the terms support, confidence, and lift, and then the process of association rule mining and the algorithms used to generate the association rules, and finally the applications of association rule mining. Thank you.